Greetings everyone, this is me again, Sarah Berserk. Just waiting to see myself live here. Okay, here I am. Greetings again. I just couldn't see myself live. So we're going to the reason that Shaitan, Iblees used, why he, for disobeying Allah's commandment. So we're going there to that ayat, and I found another ayat where Allah uses the same reason as Shaitan, about who is better, stronger in creation. So let's see if I can convey this properly, hopefully. Where is it? I think I had opened it. So it's Surah Araf. Surah Araf. You see here what, and I was searching, please be careful because sometimes Google search doesn't give, gives the ayat but then gives the wrong number or something. In a site, maybe a Muslim site, I would have put 13 here, and then people would have laughed at me for that, or discredited me. So this is Surah Araf. This is the ayat 12. Allah said, "What prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you?" Satan said, "I'm better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay." Do you see this? This is the reason Shaitan, Iblees used, right? That's why I did not bow to Adam. Now we go to Surah 37, Ayat 11. And we see, okay, maybe you will be a little confused about this ayat as I got confused. Like, is he talking about the devils who were snatched away by flames when they wanted to eavesdrop in the sky or in the high realm, somewhere up? Let's see how this goes. So, you may be confused that he's talking about Shaitan, right? Then inquire of them, O Muhammad, are they a stronger or more difficult creation, or those others we have created? Indeed, we created them from sticky clay. Now, when if you're reading the ayats coming to this ayat, previous ayats, you might get confused. You marvel at the wondrous creation of, this is before 11th. Okay, now before the 11th ayat, except such as snatch away something by stealth, or they are pursued by a flaming fire of piercing brightness, then it comes to, then inquire of them. You would say, who are them? The devils? Because this is how Iblis used reason to say to God that he disobeyed the command of Allah. Are they a stronger creation or those? So you'd say Allah is saying that you are a stronger creation against the devils who were pursued, snatched away something by stealth, and they are pursued by a flaming fire of piercing brightness. But wait, it doesn't say devils, because the thing is that, so ask them, that is human beings, were they harder to create than the objects we created? So which is better? This is an answer to the suspicions of the disbelievers of Makkah, which they presented about the hereafter. They thought that the hereafter was not possible, for it is impossible that the dead men should be recreated. Let me just give you a, maybe I can find a, so this, I can find a translation on this in Quran.com, but right now, you see, this is about what is God trying to say? That he's reasoning the same way as Shaitan, Iblees. This means this would mean he's the same as Iblees, wouldn't it? So ask them, O Prophet, what is harder to create, them or other marvels? Oh God. Tafsir? They inquire of them, O Muhammad, are they stronger or more difficult? Other beings. Any other translations? They ask them. Then ask them, O Muhammad. Ask the polytheists, are they stronger as creation or those others whom we have created? Lo, we created them of plastic, sticky clay, plastic clay. So, wait a minute, let me see if I can find more translations. Translations. Okay. So ask them a prophet. More difficult. So this, just, no, it's not coming. Before that, in the other tab, and I, again, search. What does this mean? What does it mean? That those others or other marvels of our creation, which is harder to create? Which is stronger? So do you mean to say that the sticky clay is not better than the marvels of our creation, the other marvels of our creation? Is God trying to say that? This would mean, if God is trying to say this here, so I don't want to have any miscommunication, conveyance of this, explaining it properly, or, not being able to explain this properly and understand this. Is God trying to say the other marvels of creation are better than what we created them from, a sticky clay? So just ask yourselves. Right? Oh my goodness. So there's no one here? Okay. Then ask them. Who will ask? I mean, not about like the whole. Then ask them, are they a stronger creation or those whom we have created? Indeed, we created them from a clay sticky. So what does this mean? It could mean, let me see any, so we have some, there was a delay in coming because I had some problems. So ask them for a pronouncement. Is it saying that the other marvels of creation are better in creation? Footnote. The angels, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. Is he saying these are better in creation than man? Here, the Father Adam. Or could I be wrong? He's saying that the father Adam was better, right? Harder to create. It's a hard, sticky clay. Which is harder to create? Of course, the sticky clay. But the sticky clay was, God had asked the angels to bow to it. So anyways, if you use this reason, so what is he trying to say here? So inquire of them. Are they more difficult to create or others we created? Who's more difficult to create? The stick is. Clinging clay is more difficult to create. Oh God. So I could be wrong in this. This man is not a difficult thing to make. He has been created from clay and can again be created from the same clay. Created them from sticky clay means the first man was created directly from the clay and then his race was perpetuated. So, you see this? This man is not a difficult thing to make. Oh my goodness. You know what this means? This means that Allah is telling them, Prophet Muhammad, so ask them, these polytheists, if they are harder to create than the objects we created. This is Shaitan popping up in one of the ayats. So there was some live stream I had done earlier about Allah being Shaitan. Now I don't remember all the ayats that I used in that live stream or video even that I uploaded. Short video. So isn't Allah here in Surah 37 ayat 11? Okay, I have a shock of my life. Ooh, my stomach. It also means that every man has been created from the sticky clay, for the whole substance of man's body is obtained from the earth. Oh God. But what is, you see, what is enough is that is man is not a difficult thing to make. He has been created from clay and can again be created from the same clay. And any doubt we go to I go to multilingual Quran now. Please bear with me. Online research also. If there are any mistakes I make, please overlook and correct me. But I don't think it would be such a great disaster as this Islam is. Right? 37. Safat. Surah Safat. Okay. Oh, I have to press this. So we go to ayat 11. Man has been created from muddy clay. See commentary of Surah Anam 2, Araf 12, and Sajda 7. Among men there are the disbelievers, the doubters, the evildoers, the deniers of Allah's grace and mercy, who have forgotten their lowly state, where the angels made of light, we're told, were asked to bow to Adam. When I fashioned him, breathed into him, of course, but when Shaitan says to Allah, Iblees says to Allah, that you've made me of the fire, then Allah says, no. Allah says, what made you, before that, Allah says, what made you not bow to Adam, whom I have created with my hands? Now it's saying it's a lowly creature who have forgotten their lowly state. There is a wonderful variety of created beings in his spacious creation. He has destroyed men like them, more stronger and powerful than them in the past. He can, if he wills, wipe them off from the surface of the earth and bring another creation. So yes, the commentary of the Shias are saying the same thing. Man is made of lowly state. Do you see the contradiction? Sajda, where Adam, when I've made him with my hands. Okay, I've made him with my hands. Is that important? The hands of Allah? The might and power, affection of Allah or something? Or the clay, you would say, right? I fashioned him with my two hands. But then this whole clay that he fashioned and formed is with his two hands. And man has been made of the best clay, Surah Deen, best mold, or in the best shape. So, oh my goodness, there's another eye. This is it, right? Do you see this, or have I made a mistake in understanding this? What I'm, again, repeating, it means that man is made of a muddy clay, not as great as the other creations that I've made, that I've created. Then you take this ayat and compare it with Surah Araf. Surah Araf, ayat 12. Very good. Sorry, I made this mistake. So, have a good look at this. Allah said, what prevented you that not you prostrate when I commanded you? Said Shaitan, Qala, I am better than him. You created me from fire. What prevented you when I commanded you? Oh, here it doesn't even say with the two hands of my, or with my hands. You see this? What? I'm having a shock. You see this? Why? Oh, so many mistakes in the Quran. Contradictions. Today is another one. I mean, this in the light of another. These two ayats. I'm better than he is. What prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you? So in Surah Sa'ad it says, perhaps it's Surah Sa'ad, right? Allah said, then get down from paradise. It is not for you to be arrogant here. So, look here, it doesn't say two hands. What prevented? See, you could miss out so much. Like the soul unguided. Spirit is guided. Spirit is pure, uncreated. I saw that in the Quran. There's nowhere, unless it's in brackets, I created the soul I created you from this, that ayat. Sorry, I'm just a little shocked here and can't get proper words, to tell you about that ayat. What prevented you? Sorry, so I'll just go on with this. What prevented you? What I made with my two hands. That's created with my hand, sorry. Do I keep saying two hands? Surah 38. O Iblees, what prevented you from prostrating to that which I created with my hands? Right? So this is 75 verse Surah Sad. Yeah, it's in Surah Sad, right? But here in Surah, it doesn't say in Surah Araf verse 12 that what prevented you from prostrating when I commanded thee, it says. He said, I'm better than he. But even if you take that verse, would it make much of a difference? Both the answer was, I'm better than he. Thou didst create me from fire and him from clay. So this is coming from Shaitan. Do you not see it? Surah Sad ayat 75. If you take that other ayat, Surah Sad, verse 75. If you take this ayat, what Allah has said, Allah's reason in this ayat, 37, Surah 37, ayat 11, right? Allah asked, O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating to what I created with my own hands? Did you just become proud or have you always been arrogant? Okay, the answer is, what does Iblis say? That's 76. He replied, I'm better than he is. I'm better than he is. You created me from fire and him from clay. Same answer. Excuse me. 77. Surah Sad. Allah commanded, then get out of paradise, for you are truly cursed. So the reason Iblis gives you, I'm better than he. What you created him from is less than what you created me from. You created me. He doesn't say, I created myself, or things like that. No, no. He says, you created me from fire, nar. Right? I'm better than he. Yeah, fire, nar. You created me. So look at the sajda also, like, the Muslims say that sajda, the reason now has changed. And the reason God gives here is also the same as reason God gives to polytheists. Is just ask their opinion. Are they the more difficult to create or the other beings we have created? Them have we created out of a sticky clay. Man has been created from muddy clay. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit shocked here. Yeah. You see? Excuse me, just having tea here. Herbal tea. Okay? You see, here Allah and Shaitan's, Allah's reason is like Shaitan's reason. That this clay is lowly. Not, is it? Okay. Inquire of them. This is Surah 37, 11. So ask them, a prophet, Safat. So ask them, a prophet. Let me get to that note. Where did I? Oh, here it is, footnote. That is, man is not a difficult thing to make. He has been created from clay. This means that, and so there are better things that Allah has created, and this is not the way to reason, right? Because Allah says, I've created in Surah Saad, ayat 70, with my own hands. And all angels made of light. Iblees was of the jinn, made of fire. You should prostrate to him. But not Satan, who was too proud. He became one of those who deny the truth. Thereupon the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together. What does Allah say? And when I formed him fully and breathed my spirit into him, prostrate yourself before him. Here, he's making angels prostrate to Adam. All of them prostrated. So the angels prostrated all together. Angels made of light. And when I formed him fully and breathed my spirit into him, prostrate yourself before him. So do you see this? Now the prostration has changed, and how the reason, the meaning of prostration has changed also. See that your Lord said to the angels, I'm about to create a human being out of clay. Teen. Or teen. It's okay. Teen. Right? Out of clay. There he says, are you harder to create, or what, the other creation that I've created? After talking about the flame pursuing those devils in the sky who eavesdrop and all that, who listen to the angels try to steal away what what the angels are talking, what they are seeing or something, talking about. Secret assembly, maybe. So look at this. Then we come to, and do your research. If I've could not have made a mistake in this. It is quite clear now, right? No miscommunication, no misunderstanding. So this, and what is that? Oh, what else is there? We go to Sajda. We see that you poor people have been deceived to no end. God should have, reading this ayat in, is it Surah Sajda? For those who believe did righteous deeds. Let's see. No one knows what delights of the eyes are hidden. Forsake their beds, calling upon the Lord. Or is it in Surah Saad? Only those believe in our signs who, when they are recited to them, fall down in prostration and celebrate the praises of the Lord, nor are they puffed up with pride. Third, I think it was revealed we could have certainly brought every soul. Here it is. Yes, it's 13th ayat of Surah 32. Had we willed, why not will it? We could have easily imposed guidance. This means that when God does not impose, this ayat, impose guidance on the soul, who is, even the messenger should not compel them, the ayat is there. But then we see, if you do not believe in this, what has been sent down to you now, which is mentioned in your earlier scriptures or Ahle Kitab, then we can either deface your faces, curse, turn you on your backs and curse you. So this a point also, and we could have easily imposed guidance on every soul. Okay, but why didn't you? It's very easy for God to do that. But does He want people now? This ayat is very crucial. Maybe the other ex-Muslims should use this ayat. Now here we say that Allah's will Allah's will, yes, why not? So He willed us to, He didn't impose His will on us. He didn't impose His will on us. Then He's saying, by the will of Allah, they went astray. They cannot go astray without the will of other ayats. We could have easily imposed guidance on every soul, nafs. Not ruh, but nafs. Not spirit, but nafs, soul. And then, but maybe there's an answer in what answer would I get? But my word will come to pass. I will surely fill up hell with jinn and humans altogether. Even if there's an answer in another ayat, oh, you mean to say that the misguidance of the soul, because the soul didn't have the guidance. So now you have to follow some messenger who comes outside of you, outside of your soul. But my word will come to pass, you would say, for this. Right? That I will fill up hell with jinn and humans altogether. Because of misguidance of the soul. It's in your soul. Not even shaitan also. Well, old McDonald's had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, with the shaitan here and shaitan there and shaitan whispering here and there. But it is you who went to shaitan, because shaitan say, I have watched my hands off them. I called you, but it was you who came. I'm afraid. I know what you do not know. Quran ayat. I see what you do not see. I fear Allah and the punishment is great. So this, had we willed, we could have easily imposed guidance. But my word will come to pass. I will surely fill up hell with jinn and humans altogether. I'm just stunned. So you didn't impose guidance, and you should never impose. Since Allah hasn't imposed guidance on this, the soul is prone to evil. Surah Yunus, ayat 100, I think. No. Sorry. Surah Yusuf ayat. Right? Correction. Soul is inclined to evil. Evil. Surah Yunus. Oh, sorry, Yusuf. Sajdas are changing. Surely the reason for sajda has changed. Surely the human soul is inclined to evil, except when my Lord bestows His mercy. '53. And not to absolve myself. Indeed, the soul is certain enjoiner of evil. From the very beginning, like Adam time. How can the soul, this is shaitan. Nafs, shaitan. I don't know how this can happen, right? This is a great tragedy. Very confusing. How can the soul be shaitan, satanic, evil? Allah did not create Adam. Maybe the whispering of Adam. No, soul. So, conditioning, but we can use Jiddu Krishnamurti's conditioning and all this. But no, here we can't use that. We can see that when we read Jiddu Krishnamurti. Soul should not be prone to evil. Unless God have mercy on it. So sit and pray, God have mercy, God have mercy, God have mercy, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahimu, Ya Rahman. Yeah, do Allah's zikr like that. So what is this Bilsu?
Bisui. Bisui.
Bitsui. Right? What is this? Sorry. Evil. What kind of evil is this? Sui. We need to know how the soul gets prone to. A soul is prone to evil from the very beginning. Who created it? God created everything. Oh my goodness, this, okay? So no, you will not receive guidance through this Quran ayahs. You must now be so confused if you join me here. So sajda, now where do I go with this? Where do I go? Remember, Prophet, when your Lord said to the angels, sorry, the reason, problem is that, Allah said what prevented you from prostrating. Soul is prone to evil. Allah created the soul. So we have to figure this out. It is He who takes your souls by night. Verses state that spirit is something that is very valued by Allah and directly comes from Him. This is the spirit. O mankind, fear the Lord who created you from one soul. Is it nafs or is it soul? Do you know the difference between soul and nafs? Nafs amara. O mankind, fear your Lord who created you from one spirit. It has to be. No, sorry. Here it's one soul. It's not spirit. Who created you from nafs. So spirit is beyond. You see, I just worked it out yesterday. Now we can go around in circles like this and be stuck on these ayats and start to figure out what in the world has gone wrong. But what has gone wrong is that even the imams didn't come to explain to us this. And I'm trying to, infer. Of course, I have no other way but myself to do this. So what I can see is that sujood, spirit, angels made of light, and Allah says, I am the light of the earth and the heavens and the earth, right? So definitely angels are made of, maybe that, you see, if we have we have now direction to sajda in my previous live stream, the sajda of the angels were directed, commanded. You see the direction of the sajda. There's a direction created to a created being, right? So no one explained this to you, but if I explain it, you'll say I'm blaspheming. Then Mansur al-Hallaj said, Ana al-Haq. No distance. The form, the beautiful form God created, the formless Himself created himself in form, gave himself the form. That's why even the angels of light had to, now there's a time-bound God. No distance, but time-bound. Oh, do you see this? So I'm trying to correct the ayahs and explain it to you. That you are divine, you are God. And He even made you witness to yourselves. Am I not your Lord? You all said yes, Bala. Doesn't mean that there's a formless you and there's a form. Now you will not be repulsed by your mud, this terrible, who is better, this clay or other creation. No, no. God formed you. Allah formed, gave himself form. Can we say it like that? Allah gave himself form. Oh my God, this is something I need to, wait, hold on please. Allah gave you form. Allah gave himself form. That's why he asked the angels to bow. No distance, and another thing, time, although temporary, don't be repulsed by your body, which is God's body. See, we would get repulsed by our what Allah has said here. Where is it again? So ask them. Sorry, I have to put something in my mouth. Look at this ayat. 11. You will be repulsed. Oh my God, and tell the polytheists. So again, against the polytheists, Allah has made a mistake here. Allah should not give such a reason. Comparing His creation, who is better? And you are the worst. You are lowly. You are made of clay. Footnote says here, that is, man is not a difficult thing to make. Same kind of reason Iblees gave, in a way. I'm made of the fire. He says, my other creation. But shouldn't he say, Iblees, fire was not as great as clay? And why would he ask the angels of light beings, to bow to this clay? Because you would say, no, you can't say only just because he made with his two hands. Power and might he gave. Go deeper to this clay when he shaped it. He's shaping himself. Oh my goodness. You see this? Let me not say this loudly because they'll say, oh, you're making conjectures and all this. But look at what I have to infer. You see, if there's no duality now. You leave the form, come in another form, or you go back to the formless one day, to your own true state, which is God. God is your own truth. The formless, the timeless, and no distance. And so everything is in you. You don't have to remember. You are the witness. You are also this. Don't have to remember this, but you need to meditate how the Hindus, others tell us, even Buddhists, meditating. What is meditation? You're going somewhere, Abraham said, I'm going to my Lord. Right? Where is not your Lord? Let me just not copy Allama Rashid Tarabi's majlis. Oh, Abraham, तुम्हारा रब कहाँ नहीं है? Right? In which majlis does he say this? Oh, Abraham, where not is your Rabb? Wherever you turn is the face of Allah. Abraham said, I'm going to my Lord. Right? So sit. Bible verse also says, there's a Bible verse. Be still and know I'm your Lord. In the stillness. So there's a movement. Oh, sorry. And there's a stillness. Aristotle said, the unmovable mover. Psalm 46, verse 10. As if God is saying, relax, I got this. Be still and know that I'm God. Not Lord, God. Be still and know that I'm God. So when Mansur al-Halaj said, Ana al-Haq, he was saying, he knew some wrong thing. Al-Bayt have misguided you also. Not surprising because the Prophet, their grandfather, the father, the daughter is Fatima. Her father misguided you. There's a Quran ayat. Abraham says, I'm going to my Lord. So look at this, okay? 47 minutes. And do your own research on this. Now, am I not your Lord? And even if you take this one, like you say yes, am I not your Lord? Should there be a distance in this? Oh Musa, I am. There should not be a distance. Otherwise duality comes in. But you say in form and formlessness there's a distance. Time has come, yes. Time has come. So leaving time, realize time, yeah, there's a distance, but there's no distance between you. Maybe I should say it in another way. There's no distance between you and God. No how shall I say it? Right? Am I not your Lord? Quran ayat. Surah Araf, verse 172. Were you to say, if God was to tell you, and remember when your Lord brought forth from the loins of the children of Adam their descendants, and had them testify regarding themselves. Brought forth, Allah asked, am I not your Lord? They replied, yes, you are. Am I not you? We testify, he cautioned. Now you have no right to say on Judgment Day, we were not aware of this. Unaware. We were unaware. Ghafil. If God had, on resurrection, indeed we were about this unaware. So please close your eyes for a little while. I cannot put this in words like how God should have put it in words. He said, Ya Musa, I am Allah. Ya, oh, testify about yourselves. Wait a minute, made them testify over themselves. So there's the formless and there's the form. Formless is over the nafs. Am I not your Lord? When you see this, you love your body. This is the, like the Christians say, you know, we have been created, or even in the Old Testament, the image, by through the we are created. We are the image of God. God has created us in His image. Love your body. Honor it. That ayat, that are you greater or are you stronger? Well, you know, you are made of clay and all this would make you feel sick at times about your body, dirty, lowly. No, take the one that I'm giving you. Sorry, you know what I mean, right? I hope there's no arrogance in that. Take the one that angels, the Quran is giving you, but not this one, not that one. Lowly. So just close your eyes for a while. You're going into what? You realize what? What do you realize when you leave the mind? There's just this presence, right? Darkness, presence, being aware. And it's just awareness. And this doesn't have any limitations. Thoughts come into this. This is unshakable. Aristotle said, the immovable mover. But again, why I'm sorry, unaware of this. So you don't have. I went thinking, have to remember where, when, dream. Give me in a dream. When did Allah say this to us? When? How came in? How is Allah? What is this? When did Allah say this? Who is Allah? Everything came in. So many questions. Then some Indian guru or someone said that, you know, the best, what, I can't put it in words, but like when questions, the best question is that you don't have any question. No problem. And then in that is everything, right? You find all answers. This is it. From here, your search finishes, everything finishes. One question that gives you the answer to all. And then you don't have to read books and you don't have to go for knowledge and this and that. Now where Abraham told, so awareness, being aware, that's it. Why stretch your mind? Who was I? Let me remember. Maybe we should have some hypnosis going, but that, God hasn't said this. Maybe pray to God. Make me remember that day, make me remember that day. Hijab, please just remove the hijab, dua hijab. Secret most and the secret most. He is. So, this is what it is. So where am I going now? Abraham said, oh, there was something I found that Abraham said, God, no. Abraham said, well, I have to put it this way, the Lord all encompassing. So you have to find out through knowledge. There's a ayat I found some time ago reading Surah Saad and all these other ayats, Safat. I don't know, but in which it is. And remember when Abraham said to his father, "Do you take idols as gods? My Lord encompasses everything in His knowledge." Oh Lord, increase us in knowledge, you would say, right? But what if now you just unlearn everything because God doesn't need knowledge. Surah Yasin ayat. Just using some ayats from the Quran to help you. Be and it is. And if you say God is not His creation, this is a terrible disaster, right? God is not His creation. Musa, he tells Musa, I soul, Musa, soul of his soul. Musa, Surah Taha. God is not His creation. Like He's beyond even the soul. His soul, but it is His soul. Wait, God, His. So there's ownership, there's belonging, sense of belonging, okay. But He's not that. He's not that, He's other. Some time ago I read that Buddha said He's the other. But then the other is the other, and then the other, the soul will have more to bang on the other. Blame the other. You see? Whenever there's the other, and there's no oneness. But you would say this is a paradox. Other and oneness. Other and oneness. Or there's nothing but God. And then how do you explain that? I have a form. I'm like, there's nothing but God. But there's a lot here. And remember when Abraham said to his father, Azar, do you take idols as gods? It is clear to me that you and your people are entirely misguided. We also showed Abraham the wonders of the heavens and the earth so he would be sure in faith. When the night grew dark upon him, he saw a star and said, "This is my Lord." But when it set, he said, "I do not love things that set." You don't love the stars? Love? Now, of course, only God can be loved, right? No. Loving kindness for each other also. I look at the stars and I say, oh, Kudrat, God's creation, it's beautiful. And then when he saw the moon rising, he said, this one is my Lord. But when it disappeared, he said, if my Lord does not guide me, I will certainly be of the misguided people. Didn't the polytheists say this? Why would they just create idols? Are they crazy? I mean, this is God they want to worship. You know how much time goes in making idols and rituals and God knows what. Why would they spend their whole life some time, wasted time like that? I will certainly be one of the misguided people. Okay, so then when he saw the sun shining, he said, this must be my Lord. It is the greatest and the best. Yeah. But again, when it set, he declared, "O my people, I totally reject whatever you associate with Allah in worship." Associate Allah in worship. I've turned my face towards the one who has originated the heavens and the earth, being upright, and I am not one of the polytheists. Created the heavens and the earth. And his people argued with him. He responded, "Are you arguing with me about Allah? while He has guided me, I am not afraid of whatever idols you associate with Him. None can harm me unless my Lord so wills. My Lord encompasses everything in knowledge. It's in quotation. Will you not be mindful? Be mindful. Now we have Buddhist mindfulness. What is it? It's not mindlessness. I made a mindless one. Facebook. Then I said, no, that mindlessness. Just be mindless. Leave your mind aside. My Lord has embraced everything in knowledge. Embrace me, God, embrace me. Oh, so I have to explain this. Anything encompasses my Lord, everything in knowledge. Then knowledge is very important. Know how. You see, He's the unknown. No, I mean, you can't say He's the unknown, but He's the known. How is He known? None knows Him. Dua mashlul. Only He knows Himself, but what has come here of it? And how should I fear your associate gods, while you have no fear in associating others with Allah? A practice He has never authorized. Which side has more right to security? Tell me if you really know. You know which side is more, I have to do, now here. It is only those who are faithful and do not tarnish their faith with falsehood, who are guaranteed security and rightly guided. In this, there's a lot of security, you know. This was the argument we gave Abraham against his people. We elevate in rank whoever we please. Surely we elevate in rank. What about that one? In Takwir, Surah Takwir, the messenger has power with the Lord of the throne secure. We elevate by degree, but you don't want to worship them. Oh God, this worship thing has become such a problem. And we blessed him with Isaac and Jacob. We guided them all as we previously guided Noah and those among his descendants, David, Solomon, Job, Joseph, Moses, and Aaron. This is how we reward the good doers. That they worship one God. What is worship? To realize something about God, right? He's the creator. He's the creator. Then you look at his signs. You can go as far as just looking at his signs. You can't reach him. And that is our argument. We brought Abraham against his people. So he's the creator. Mighty in power, this, that, but the creator. You look at a tree and you say he's the creator. It is those who have faith and do not mix their faith with wrongdoing, who will be secure, and it is they who are rightly guided will be secure. But right now, Shakti Gwain, everyone, spiritual people wrote books. I am secure. I am peace. What if you say I'm security? I am pure awareness. That's it. Why should I fear what you associate with them? You see, then you will not. You are the formless and the form. You are the timeless and the timed, or time bound. You are ever living, ever all sustaining with God, that for which He has sent down to you no authority. What if the authority is in my soul? All that knowledge is inside of me. I don't have to Look out for it. Find knowledge. Tell me if you know the truth. Which side has more right to feel secure? The one who believes in one God? Yes or no? I'm not afraid of your associate gods because that one protector, the best. Yes, yes. Abraham, we understand that, right? You will say? See, using one God, they don't speak, they don't this. I just got him. God called out to Abraham. God called to Abraham. Stop. Enough. You have completed your vision. Vision, dream. You can go so far as to just, but God spoke to Abraham, right? In a dream or something? Or was he hallucinating? Auditory hallucination. You can't tell. So what is this most secure thing that does not, nothing? What Allama Rashid Rabi once said in his Whiteless, was that Ahl Bayt guarantee security for this person if you read this dua, recite this supplication. कोई ताकत और कोई कुव्वत सिवाय ज़ात वाजिब के नहीं है, उसी पर तवक्कुल कर रही हूँ जो हय्युल क़य्यूम है. Ahl Bayt guarantee they're coming back safely. Although the form, I could get into an accident or something. If you leave home with this dua, no takat, quwwat, no strength, no power, koi takat or koi quwwat, siwai Zat wajib ke. The one who is the being, Zat wajib. Ke nahi hai. There's no strength, no power in anything except in this Zat wajib. Zat. Usi pe tawakkul. What is the Zat wajib? Which is, right? Being, which is. And what if I tell you this being you've seen, or it is this you realize without the mind? Close your eyes and see, and realize you are this Zat Wajib. You are the being which always is, ever living, Zat Wajib. This being. Paul Sartre had his book, Being and Nothingness. Being and nothingness. Being and nothingness. What is? What is this being? Zat Wajib. And you tell me that he is not in his creation. Yes, he's beyond creation, he's the formless, he's Zat Wajib. He exists. What is Zat Wajib? Here you feel so secure, no one can harm you. This is your true self, your formless. What is Zat Wajib meaning? You know what is wajib? Like namaz is wajib. It is ever. No. Wajib meaning Zat wajib. Wajib means obligation, and the plural wajibat means obligations. Therefore, this is the law. It is obligatory, wajib. Zat means the reality, the self. This is it. Zat means this reality, this manifest reality which is here always. no distance, ever prevalent, omniscient, omnipotent self. Thank you. Historyofislam.com. Don't go searching for God, Abraham. Yizad wajib. The polytheists have got it. I'm going to my Lord. That's why. Something happened to Abraham. I'm going to my Lord. Now, where are you going to your Lord? It's not explained. I'm going to my Lord. In prayer or what? In meditation? You see? Sorry, I don't mean to put Abraham down, but still. I'm going to my God, sorry. I'm going to God, where Abraham says, your search is over. You realize, God realized. He said, will you worship the God of oh. I'm going to my God. Is it Surah Saad or which one could it be? Surah Safat. Could it be Surah Safat? Ayat. I'm going to my Lord. Who will guide me? Yes, it's Ayat 99, I think. Let's check because sometimes, I was going to come here with Surah Araf Ayat 13. Sometime Abraham said, I'm going to my Lord. He will guide me. Allama Rashid Turabi says, Abraham, Majlis mein, where not is your Lord? But where is he going to his Lord? I say. I didn't get his whole majlis, just, from his Allama Rashid Turabi's life story. Kahani Allama Rashid Turabi ki Zabani. You may find it on YouTube. The Prophet Abraham said these words on his departure after he had been delivered safe from the fire and had decided to leave the country. It means 55, I am leaving my home and country for the sake of Allah. For my people have turned hostile to me. Only because I'm going to my Lord. Oh, this is too materialist. Like, I don't like the thing of this sound of this is so for the sake. So then say for the sake of Allah, I'm leaving my country. I'm going to my Lord. See, then you people have put in your interpretations and you're going to use tafseers from Imams. He will guide me. But he's saying, I'm going to my Lord. Gave him 100. Let's see. Allah tells us that he helped his close friend Abraham against his people after Abraham. So this, verily I'm going to my Lord, he will guide me. My Lord grant me from, meaning obedient children. So we gave him the glad tidings. I'm going to my Lord. This is so superficial. Sorry, excuse me. So you see, I'm going to my Lord, but where isn't your Lord? And isn't your Lord inside or outside? Imam Ali says that someone asked Imam Ali, so I don't remember the hadith properly. He said, I see God through my heart, right? दिल एक मंदिर है. There's this Indian song, दिल एक मंदिर है प्यार की जिसमें होती है पूजा. ये किसका घर है? भगवान का घर है, right? Why are you? Okay, you need to sajda. ये दिल एक मंदिर है प्यार की जिसमें होती है पूजा. ये प्रीतम का घर है. The beloved Lord house is inside you, your heart. Don't break this heart. Don't break someone's heart. This is... Otherwise, don't go to that Makkah, Kaaba. What is the use from outside going? Right? So, now, okay, I reached this much, so then, you see, sajda, the meaning of sajda cannot change. And if you say here also it's abrogated, who told you it's abrogated? Meaning, okay, some Quran ayat about it, the angels that they revered. I just cannot put my finger on that, what you have done wrong, what you people, how you have been misguided, and you're saying that the polytheists have been misguided. My Lord hath made it true, and he's shown his kindness. The parents bow to him. Because this is complete submission to someone, sajda. What is the meaning? It's changed when it came to Islam. Then he raised his parents to the throne. And no, because Joseph's, Hazrat Yaqub has done sujood, who said, "Oh my dear father, this is the interpretation." They all fell down. Hasha, washa, and we all fall down. They all fell down in prostration to Joseph. Right? Weeping, they prostrate, Surah Maryam ayat. Who then said, "Oh my dear father." They all, the parents, then he raised his parents to the throne, and they all fell down in prostration to Joseph. Wait a minute. Did his parents also? And we raised his parents upon the throne, and they fell down to him. Prostrate. Sujadan. Sujadan. Sorry, my mispronunciation. Oh, goodness. But this is, we have ruku, we have kneeling. Now, at the time of Joseph, God, what? It was okay for the sujood like this, in reverence. So, yes, you would say it means reverence here. The prophets didn't know that it means only reverence, yes. This, not worship. It doesn't mean worship, right? Where's that? Doesn't mean worship, it means, because these are created beings, it means, where's it now? Where's it? Safat? It means worship. Fasilat? 37. And of his signs are the night and day, and the sun and moon. Do not prostrate to the sun or to the moon, but prostrate to Allah. There are other ayats that do not prostrate to any human being or anyone. But what I'm trying to get at with this ayat is that prostration is equivalent to worship. But that is not worship. Something wrong with my stomach. Sorry, sir, if the sound is coming. Oh, do not prostrate to the sun. And even in some other ayat I found, do not prostrate to anyone. Right? Something like, let me see. Why I used Surah Fusilat ayat 37 is? No, wait. 11. It's 37 ayat, yeah. 41 surah. Why? Because here it says, at least, although it says do not prostrate to the created things, prostrate who created them. You would say things, but also people. Why I use this ayat is prostrate. If it should be him that you worship, ta'buduna, right? So now, equivalent. Prostration is equivalent to worship or a part of worship. You completely submit. What is prostration? What is prostration? Do not prostrate to anyone. Oh, goodness. Alas, what prevented you? It is not permissible to prostrate to anyone other than Allah if it is. There's a. Oh, God. Let's see. This is a Shia side again. Nasir Makaram Shiraz. Philosophy of Islamic laws. And he raised his parents. It was because Yusuf had seen his first dream that the sun and the moon and 11 stars are prostrating in front of him. History going Siffin people group, soon as they saw Hazrat Sassanid kings fell down in prostration. As soon as they saw Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen saw this spectacle and felt too much of anguish and said, "What kind of unpleasant sin are you committing? Go and do your work, because I'm also a creation of Allah, just like you." In this historical fact, oh my goodness, prostrate, not contrary to the above mentioned ayat, in this historical fact. What are you doing? Abominable. This is terrible. Unpleasant sin, you. Prostration by way of worship is specifically only for the Almighty Allah and is not permitted for any, right? So please, why prostrate to Yusuf? For any and other than him? Why even tell the angels to prostrate to Adam? You will, what answer are you? You will give me some. Prostration in itself means worship. As is related by Imam As-Sadiq and Hazrat Imam Hadi in tafsir of this ayat, Hazrat Yusuf's father and mother and brothers had prostrated in front of Allah by way of thanking him. And as the ajr, yani they had prostrated to Allah. But before him, you see, oh my goodness, where's it? Oh, did I put my, yeah, it's there. They prostrated not to Allah, before him, and the him is not in capital letter H. Before him, it says. The ayat says before him. Ayat says before him. Oh my God. Sorry, excuse me. Another shock. And he raised his parents upon the throne, and they fell down to him, prostrate. to him, and him. Okay, here maybe it's Sunni. To him, to Joseph, not to God. You see where even the Shias have gone wrong. I need a break, okay? I need a break. Oh my goodness. Sorry, excuse me. I will come back later.